Folks, after the Tennessee tornadoes, the systems kept chugging along to the south. While the devastation thereafter has paled in comparison to Nashville, the lightning displays have not. So we'll begin the 3 days lightning map sequence zooming in on those Tennessee storms. Now, after that evening, the lightning did die down to nearly non-existence, but roared back as the convergence line caught the flow up through Mexico, while still connected to the low moving offshore to the north, and that continued yesterday and into the evening as the storm aspect of that system headed offshore as well. And while that low is now offshore, the one to the north of it is going to use the southern low's track to pull southward, delivering a minor version of a nor'easter to the region there. Couple earthquake links up next. First, they are determining that older faults cause less violent shaking. The more rigid the fault rocks, the more high-frequency vibrations we see, and that rigidity gets ground down into more smooth transitions over time. And so we head specifically to San Diego, where one of those relatively newer and more rigid faults exists. They have released a city-specific seismic hazard report indicating that a considerable portion of the city could be shaken beyond repair the next time a significant rumble occurs in the region. The full report is long, but worth the read if you live nearby, and indeed, the fact that major earthquakes don't happen all the time there means that when they do occur, the rigidity will be higher and the damaging shaking will also be higher. We're heading out for 2 stories on Mars, and we're starting with the Moreau crater. It's possibly the most irregular and misshapen crater on the red planet, but it sure is pretty to look at. It's got a central rebound peak sitting 2 kilometers high. And interestingly, a simultaneously released story indicates that an organic compound found in biofuels and even living mushrooms is still present on Mars. Well, those craters where water lasted the longest, like Moreau, are indeed the best places to look for the fossils of that life. Now, we've had 2 articles on quakes, 2 on Mars. How about 2 on the Sun? The first one most of you can probably guess, but it was indeed important.